No one asks for a rare disease. No one asks to be sick. It's not a group you want to join. It's not a club anyone's like fighting to get into. It's been almost 2 years since I was diagnosed with dermatomyositis and antisynthetase syndrome, which are two rare incurable autoimmune diseases. And I've learned a lot about them in those 2 years and a lot about what my future holds. Having a rare incurable disease that most people have not heard of has been difficult because no one really understands what you're going through. So I kind of have an elevator pitch. I describe it to people as my body is attacking my muscles and my muscles are breaking down and essentially dissolving into my bloodstream. And that causes a whole host of problems. I considered myself healthy. I considered myself somebody who took care of themselves. And I say that and it feels like that adds this feeling of I did something to deserve this, which I don't think at all. One of the things I find so interesting about all of the treatments that I've undergone over these last almost 2 years is that every time my rheumatologist puts a new one into effect or puts a new one into the plan, he immediately puts the appeal letter right into the system as well, because he's just waiting for it to be denied. What's really important to remember with most rare diseases is that everything is off-label. So all of the medications, the handful, like we're talking under 10 that have been approved to treat dermatomyositis, are things that weren't created for us. And so a lot of the time, the insurance company just wants to deny it right away. After we started Rituxan, the next medication that my provider wanted us to use was IVIG, and I was gonna be going in monthly. And the medication, the brand of IVIG that he wanted to use, the one that he thought would work best for what I have, my insurance denied. And he moved down the list and moved down the list and moved down the list until they got to a brand that insurance would approve. And I started on it, and it's like they never set expectations of what a win would look like. Or, and I'm learning that this is now called step therapy, what a failure would look like. And that would mean that I would be able to go back to the medication that my provider wanted me to use. I came in contact with the Infusion Access Foundation thanks to social media. One of the things I love about the internet is being able to connect with people who understand what I'm going through. As much as I'd like to say that patients come first, I think we can all agree that a lot of times that's not the case. And so to have a group of people who are advocating to put the patient first is incredible. The state of Minnesota, every insurance company that is offered in the marketplace has a copay accumulator program. And it's wild to me. And here's the thing is that just like you don't know what it's like to have a chronic illness until you get one, like you can never really understand, you don't know that those programs are hurting you until you need them. And for so many people, that's the unfortunate reality is once you realize it's happening, it's probably too late. The one thing that I hold on to is, as being somebody now who has a dynamic physical disability, is like the disability community is the one minority group that anyone can join at any point in life, at any time. Like it can just happen. And if I can use my experience to make it easier for people moving forward, like I just gotta like break those chains that are holding me back, as cliche as that might sound. And so when you're around people who are doing it, you're like, okay, I got it. Alone, I'm uncertain. Together, we're unstoppable.